Okay, in this video, I'm going to show you how to turn your screen share video into a slideshow. So you're going to need slides if you don't already have them in your screen share. So this is a post production editing only. So basically, if you want to just go on a rant or talk about something and then add slides later, that's now an option. So let's start. I didn't make this video, so I'm going to have to see how this is going to work. I'm trying to do it live. Let's go to downloads. I'll add the intro. So there's the first slide added. Okay, so you can see it up here right now. Okay, next one. Let's see what we're going to get. Number one. I guess it's over here. So we'll go one. We'll add the next one. I should really add a multiple uploader, so that's okay. This is my first slideshow that I've actually made, so hopefully it'll turn out okay. There's only 5 slides luckily though, so not too big a deal. And then let's see, the very last one. Although I'm not even sure if my order is correct now. I just kind of guessed at these numbers and called it something different. Okay, anyway, let's see if we can do this. So that's cut off a little bit. Okay, let's have a look though and see how it works. So we'll put this here. Does that look like the first? Is this an intro? $1 trillion in $100 bills. Does that look right? Maybe it's right. So we can make it bigger. I guess we'll put this at the end. I guess I'll try to guess where it's going to be. You can kind of tell by the voice or the wave track here. Let's see. Although, you know what? I think this is the intro. That looks like the intro, actually. So that makes sense. So we're talking about... So that's the first slide. Let's see. Okay, 1,000, a million. Trillion's obviously the biggest, so we'll assume that's over here. And my brother made this video as well, so I'm not really sure where it should be, but let's just guess a little bit here. I assume that's a slide. He said he did a little blip at the start. Well, let's just listen to it and see if this makes any sense. He did say he did a blip. Let's see. Not talking. Okay, I don't want that in the video. I will be cutting that out in a second.
How much money is $1 trillion, really? No. Bop, 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 bop. All right, let's see how we get this mic on.
Okay, so I'll be cutting that out, I think. I mean, you can kind of tell by the track. There's a lot of space here.
How much?
You know what? I'm going to assume it's going to be up to here. Let's just take this out and guess. We'll go right up to where he starts speaking. And I'm going to cut that. Okay, let's see. Let's just listen now.
How much is $1 trillion really? A $100 bill is only about 0.11 millimeters thick. Pretty thin, right? But what if we keep stacking these?
Okay, so that seems right. Let's see if this is the correct slide now. If we wait.
Let's start with $1,000.
Okay, so there's obviously a lot of silence here. I'm going to cut that out. Let's see. We'll go to cut selection. That looks good. We'll cut that. See what happened over here. It doesn't look. I guess we'll find out.
It's not even up to shoulder height of an average person. $1 million is a lot of money, but physically it isn't nearly as much as most people expect. Let's keep going. Now here's where things start to get interesting. $1 billion is 1,000 million.
Okay, so we'll move this one over here. Is that supposed to be in there? I don't even know. I guess we'll find out in a second. Let's just cut that out. Okay.
Feet tall, which is just over a meter. It's roughly waist high on an average person. It's not even up to shoulder height of an average person.
We'll cut that. I'm not even going to sure if this is going to work. I guess we'll find out. Let's see. Let's cut this.
Back to the other. That's how enormous $1 trillion really is. So yeah, in case you didn't know, $1 trillion is a lot of money.
Okay, let's cut that out a little bit. And then we'll cut the end. Okay, you can see the slides. Let's see. Okay, so that looks pretty good. Does this make any sense? Let's just see the first one.
Way bigger than most people can imagine. Let's start with $1,000. This is just 10 $100 bills. This stack is only about 1 millimeters thick. That's roughly the thickness of a credit card. You can barely even see it. So let's add a few more zeros and see what happens. This is $1 million as a stack of $100 bills. This sounds like a lot of money to most people, But in $100 bills, the stack is only about 3.6 feet tall, which is just over a meter. It's roughly waist high on an average person. It's not even up to shoulder height of an average person. $1 million is a lot of money, but physically it isn't
Let's hear that again. Was I supposed to cut that
a
out?
meter. It's roughly waist high on an average person. It's not even up to shoulder height of an average person. $1 million is a lot of money, but physically feet tall, which is just over a meter. It's roughly waist high on an average person. It's not even up to shoulder height of an average person. $1 million is a lot of money, but physically it isn't nearly as much as most people expect. Let's keep going. Now here's where things start to get interesting. $1 billion is $1,000 million. In $100 bills, the stack would be about 3,500
Okay, that looks pretty good. Let's just double check here.
trillion dollars. Now, this is ridiculous. $1 trillion is $1,000 billion. Elon Musk just became the world's first trillionaire.
Okay, so that's the idea here. So that's the whole track. I did have to do a lot of cuts. Hopefully, I won't have to do that many next time. But you get the idea. It wasn't that difficult to do it. I'll have to change the preview a little bit so you can see it clear, the whole track. Hopefully this process is fine, but that's the idea. So that's how you make a slideshow in Podsplice after. So even if you didn't have any slides or you just wanted to add a slide for part of it, that's all you have to do. And in this case, we're actually going to make it faceless. So all you have to do is you hide the face, and then when you process the video, it won't be there. Okay, so I'm just going to save and export now, and then that's it. And hopefully it worked out okay, but that's the idea. That's how you make a slideshow after, even if you didn't have any slides or you want to add a few later.